That cut off a lot sooner than I was expecting. I think I accidentally clicked too soon. Hello! Welcome. I'm gonna draw stuff. I was messing with some new themes for the streams. But it's still a work in progress. Hand reveal. Oh yeah, we got the new setup with the hand reveal. Eric, hello. Turn up, hello. Jaden, hello. I hope everyone's doing well. Let's give this chair a very tall back. Even taller, I've decided. Ugh. Yes, evil villain boy. And I guess they're on a throne, Turnip. I've decided to do another Cecil Doodle today. Big chairs for big boys. It's true. Good head support on a chair. It's important. Let's bring this leg down a little further, I think, actually. He is the Senate. Let's just give him... Oh, but what if I gave him... like... very fancy clothes. Oh, I'm kind of feeling it. It's like a suit, but it's like open still. Full beard? No, he doesn't have a beard. He has a goatee. It's part of what makes him so evil. Maybe I just take the legs out of this whole composition. They're not really adding anything. And they're awkward and hard. Davio, hello! Let's bring this further this way. And I will... Oh, I forgot to turn this off. Bring this over here. He's steepling. It's the evil. How did his hair go again? I must observe. There we go. Okay, so it was like a... That's right, he has like very anime hair. How could I have forgotten? Bring this light down instead. Same with this one. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Like I mentioned a second ago, I was messing with new stuff for the stream. I really do enjoy my Windows 95 aesthetic going on, but with the new camera setup, it feels a little strange to me. So I'm making a new one, but it's not quite done yet. Top 10 anime villains you probably have a crush on. Maybe. Maybe, perhaps. These are not level. Onigiri. I'm glad it was good. I'm being hosted. Oh, Kev, hello. Welcome. Thank you for the host. I appreciate it. I'm well. How are you? I feel like this is not correct. This jacket situation. That's fine. You're doing your stream setup? Nice, nice. I spent some time working on a piece to redo mine as well earlier today. I recently got this top-down camera angle setup going. So as much as I love the Windows 95 thing, it feels like it doesn't quite fit anymore. I'm noodling with this at this point. I need to move on. But yeah, so I'm thinking like a beach theme. So I spent some free time today animating some waves. I used to do the mirroring my iPad thing. The problem that I ran into all the time was my PC doesn't have enough power to charge my iPad and also stream the screen to it. So I have recently adopted this YouTuber tutorial top-down angle instead. So that way I can draw without having to worry about my iPad suddenly dying on stream. Boy howdy, I am not at all getting this hand the way that I thought it would be. Where's that reference I had? Oh, I get you. That's how mine was for a time, because I was mirroring over... Oh, it's not? What the heck? Hold on. Oh, where did... why? Hold on. This. Is that working? Oh, it didn't last stream? Why didn't anyone tell me? Oh no! What a fool I've been. Can you hear it now? Is it working at all? I don't think it is. Breadcrumbs also, hello. I forgot to say hello. I was worried about this thing not working. Oh wait, I know what's happening. Okay, hold on. Let me just grab it from the other scene where I know it works. Wait, was it not working on that one either? Nobody told me. Oh no. Okay. Well, we'll just have to do this on here as we go. I'm a professional. I think it's this that I want. How about now? Are you hearing it now? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Very low, okay. You finna turn it up. Can I turn it up? I guess not. Is that better? I don't want it to be like super loud, is the thing. Okay, cool. We did it. We did it, Reddit. Okay, so we got this more like that. This is why reference is important, because I was doing this wrong. Wouldn't be a real stream if everything worked. You are correct. These are true, actual facts. What was I talking about before? I don't even remember. See you later, Davio. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, I think I was talking about the terrible problems that I constantly run into with stream setups. The problem before that I was having was that in order to charge my iPad while streaming, I had to share my iPad screen over Wi-Fi or something similar, because the iPad only has the one charging port. Which is very annoying and stupid, but I digress. So, while also streaming, my internet would often be like, hey, how about not that at all? And I'd just be like, okay. I guess it's not happening. So anytime my Wi-Fi would suddenly have problems, it would be like, bet you wish this was plugged in now. And I would be like, you're right. I do. Add dongles and stuff. Yeah. I mean, I would like to, I will say, get a new one at some point. I've been trying so hard not to, though. Because it's expensive. I don't want to spend money. But also, this kind of setup is nice because you can kind of see when I'm doing stuff with my drawing hand that isn't on screen. So whenever I kind of like do random gestures that don't actually connect with the page at all, you guys can see what I'm doing. Which is kind of nice. Air server. I used something similar. It was called a power mirror from a company called A Power Soft. Very, very similar. But it was via Wi-Fi if I didn't want to have it plugged in. Which led to some technical challenges, I'll call them. But it's fine. We got this new setup, and I'm happy with it. Plus, if I ever decide to like do anything in a traditional medium, I have that option and flexibility to do so now, which is kind of nice. Maybe I will dust off all of my watercolors and things. The whole point of this layer was for me to figure out how these hands go, and I totally gave up halfway through these hands because I didn't want to do the other one. It's what we in the biz call procrastination. Alright, so this touches here. An actual Bob Ross style stream? I could. You'd get to see how bad I am at stuff. But working with like ink and stuff is pretty fun. Admittedly. I kind of missed doing Inktober. I didn't do it last year. Alright, so these are going to be very close, which means the line between them is going to be very thin. Here, like that, I guess. I guess. I guess that's fine. I guess that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I love the idea of someone just like panic drawing, like, it's fine. It's fine. Move on. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's like any of those Jackbox games where you have to draw anything. That's how I feel every time I play those games. I'm just like, it's fine. Move on. We're gonna put that there. I'm learning a lot about how this steepling thing goes. So really this one comes up like way higher. But I didn't do it that way, so we're gonna hope that this works a little bit better. The reference that I'm looking at is very similar, but is also not at all. Where's the undo button? Sand needs to be a little bit thicker. I don't know why my headset just died there. That was super weird. Super weird. Okay. Thicker. It's like that Stephen King novel, but like the opposite. Stephen King, you could have made one called Thicker instead. You'd have made so much more money. In this day and age. Oh, I've decided his collar is quite low now. Think of the bears, think of the merchandising. Oh, speaking of which, maybe you guys can help me with this. So the new theme that I was gonna do is gonna be like a beach thing. 'Cause it was gonna be like where the boys live. I've decided they live in a bay. But I couldn't decide on what I wanted to call it. I'm currently torn between, like my first choice that I, like, suddenly came upon just before, like, falling asleep last night, and I was like, dang, I'm gonna have to grab my phone and write this down, otherwise I'm gonna forget, and it's gonna bother me for all time. Was Kodiak Bay, but that's like a place, kind of. There's like a Kodiak Island in Alaska, because I was gonna name it for like Kodiak bears, but those are like Alaskan only bears, I guess, and the boys are not from there. So I was like, maybe I won't call it that, because that feels too specific to a place. So, my follow-up was just gonna be Blue Whale Bay. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts? Beached Whale Bay. No. Soft Bay feels too much like Salt Bay, The meme. And I don't want that. Nobody wants that. Bay. No. Very hilarious. But also no. I have to look at what he looks like again because I already forgot. Beyblade. No. You guys. You're not helping. Oh, I was gonna have him kind of looking off to the side, but having him look directly at you feels so much more sinister. And I think I'm gonna go with that instead. So people's here and here. eBay. I feel like I will definitely get in trouble at some point. Peer into my soul, sinister daddy. You sound like that John Oliver, Adam Driver bit. I love that bit, by the way. It's so stupid. I'm kind of sad that they ended it. It's very, very goofy. Moist bay. Aren't all bays moist, though? Isn't that just the nature of them? This is not quite right still. New Donk Bay. I think you guys just want me to get in a legal battle. I think that's what's happening now. Thank you, Rico. Starbay's not bad. I kind of like Starbay. Francisco. No. There's already a comic out there that's kind of similar. It's called Santa Francis. If you haven't checked it out, it's pretty good. It's very much an adult comic, though, by the way, so... be an adult to check it out, I guess. Maloa? It's pretty cool. My island in Animal Crossing had a Hawaiian name. I named it Laniakea, which is the name for the supercluster of stars that our galaxy is a part of. And it sounds really cool. Disney presents Beauty in the Bay. I will absolutely get a cease and desist. Disney don't mess around. I'm like kind of tempted to put the new setup on just so you guys can see it before it's done or whatever. You live in Hawaii? That's rad. I heard it's like kind of a pain there right now, though, with random tourists showing up. Not necessarily following some public health guidelines. Cease and desist, Bay. Stop. That seems fine, I guess. I'll put that there. Public domain based. You guys are so unhelpful. It's a big sigh. Oh no. Gotta turn that on for just a second so I can do this drawing assist thing. I was gonna have it there, but I'm gonna make it thinner so that it doesn't. I don't want it to touch any of these like lines exactly. Oh, I can show you guys now. I don't want it to like intersect with any of these lines, because it'll make it a weird tangent in that area, and it'll draw your eye to it unnecessarily, which is what I don't want. The main food attraction of this bay? I don't know. I haven't decided. I was kind of like toying around with the idea of, I'm still with the assist on, of coming up with some like very convoluted lore about there being a coffee shop on the beach that sells like iced coffee or something, and that would be like me as the streamer, myself on the beach selling you coffee. But then I was like, that's very goofy and takes a lot of explaining, so let's not do that. We have a convoluted lore. No, I don't want to call it Mocha Bay. That feels too like self-aggrandizing, I guess. What if I gave him a bunch of rings? What if rings, though? Beach beans. No, I don't want it to be a cove. I want it to be a bay. Only so it's a very stupid reason. Only so I could say when people like show up and follow, I have something to say. I would do something stupid like, "Welcome to the bay, enjoy your stay," or something goofy like that. So it's gotta be a bay, because that rhymes. If it's a cove, it doesn't quite rhyme. Also, I've decided to give him a bracelet as well. It's gonna be one of those, like, bead things, wooden ball things. Welcome to the bay, everyone's hella gay. This is the one that is closest to us. Everything else is not. Good enough. Dripped out indeed. Did I give him an earring before? No. Okay, we're good. Yeah. Give him a ring pop. I love it. But also I hate it, so I'm not gonna do that, unfortunately. This is still too dark. This is too big. That's fine. Okay. Let's start over here. Jesse looks so sinister. This isn't Jesse. This is their antagonist, Cecil, who is sinister. Call it Tank Bay. No. Because then everyone will be like, oh, he's just the guy who owns the thing. And he's definitely not that. He's not rich in any way. That'd be really kind of funny, though, actually. If he was, like, mega wealthy for no reason and just delivered pizzas for fun. The Big Bay. I was thinking of, like, the Big Bear Bay or something. But that felt like too many bees. Too much alliteration. Shortland because everyone wears shorts. Well, then everyone will just think it's because everybody there is short. Ursa Bear Bay. I don't know about that one. Ursa Major Bay? I don't know. Doesn't have like that ring to it, you know? Gotta get a ring going. It's gonna come. Yeah, it's true. I'm gonna not even be thinking about it. I'll be like in a meeting or something and scream at the top of my lungs and someone will be like, what? It'll be great. Let me turn on that drawing assist to make sure this is fine. Sunshine Bay. Isn't Sunshine Bay like the name of the place in Super Mario Sunshine or something? It sounds familiar. I think it's the island. Maybe. Yeah, right? Like it's one of those. I feel like this has to be something. Isle Delfino. Oh yeah, that's right, because there's like Delfino Plaza and stuff. But still. I was gonna call it Grizzly Bay, and then a brief Google alerted me that that is a place actually in California. So I was like, I can't do that, because then people will be like, oh, they're from this actual place, and that's not the case. Because then I'll have to follow like real world logic, and I don't want to do that. It's too much work. And also I'm not from there, so I would have to like keep tabs on current events in a location that I'm not even close to. Hydrate, Oh wait, I have to get a drink. Hold on. Trying not to like gulp directly into the microphone. That feels very rude. Big Gulp Bay. I feel like 7-Eleven might get mad at me or something. That's who makes Big Gulps, right? It's one of those like quick stop shops or whatever those are called. certain flora and fauna. Yeah, big old bears. That's why I was gonna call it Kodiak Bay at first. In my head, it was like the lore for that to make sense was like the person who found the bay initially saw some really, really big brown bears there. And Kodiak bears are just very, very big brown bears that live in Alaska. They're like as big as polar bears and are therefore tied with polar bears for being the biggest bears. Chungus Bay. Emerald Bay? Maybe. I feel like color something is more likely to be taken, though. I'm gonna have to, like, Google all of these things later. Just to make sure. That's generally how my process goes for naming things, is that I, like, come up with a name and then I Google it to make sure that it either A, doesn't exist, or B, is not a horrible, horrible thing. Sometimes you'll be like, oh, that sounds really cool. And then you find out that it's, like, affiliated with some horrible thing. And you're like, I guess not. To make sure. Yeah. It's always good to Google before you commit to a thing. Oh yeah, 9/11 base, definitely not affiliated with anything at all whatsoever. 100%. In no way relevant to the collective consciousness of the world. No, Silver. Silver, no. Tank's drag name. That's a very good question. I have not even remotely considered this. I feel like Tank is the type of person who has never done drag, but if someone like offered to do it for him and like get him all dressed up and stuff, he would probably do it. He'd be like way into it and like super excited. Cecil's doing all that waterboarding. No. Oh no. I'm gonna do this because it makes his arm look a little bit not as skinny. fish tank? I guess? He would be super irritated with all the extra sass, that's true. You are not wrong. Ballerina? That feels like it has to have been taken. It's too good. What song would he perform to? Something by Tank and the Bangers. I almost named his sister Topanga because it sounded like Tank and the Bangers. Fun fact. Like Tank and Topanga. But then I was like, that's very dumb even for me. So I went with Tabitha instead. But also, I felt like no one would get the joke. It's one of those ones that you have to explain. Song from Kingdom Hearts? Which one? Jellyfish Jam from SpongeBob. It'd probably be Goofy Goober from SpongeBob. Tank doing a Lizzo song? Maybe. Maybe. So this is probably like here-ish. The thigh-high boots and fishnets. Yes. You are correct. The other thing that I'm gonna change, probably before the next stream actually, whether the whole scene is done or not, is I'm gonna be using the chill hop music. Because as much as I love Walking Dog, having it every stream is a lot. For me anyway, because I'm the type of person who usually listens to a lot of different music while drawing. And I feel like I've heard this song 8,000 times now. It's a good song. Don't get me wrong. But also I'm tired of it. Wearing thin dog. I guess? I suppose. Stretch. Ballerina's not taken. I am shocked. Doesn't make Dark Souls a fun experience. Oh no. I could start chanting some indecipherable Latin for you if that would help. I couldn't actually, I don't speak Latin, but I would do my best. What is Cecil's MO? There's like a short story attached to it that I might do as a comic or something someday. My headset just decided to die again. It didn't die, it just turned itself off, but still, weird. I might do it as a short comic thing someday. Ready to pre-order the comic. So I don't really want to give it away, just in case I do that thing. Drawing assist. No, he does not. There is a reason for it. He does not like the boys for a specific reason. And they do not like him for a specific reason. But again, it's a thing that I might explain sometime. Needs a big hug. That is what Tank would say, because that's how he is. The tea is piping. Get your Kermit the Frog memes ready. Oh no, I thought I was on the thing. This is a thing I would never be able to show you guys when I'm only capturing my screen. But if I have like a complex curve that has like a bunch of other things that are in front of it, that's how I draw them. Same with this here. So come further out. Jesse sips tea emote. I have one that I never finished. But I started to make one. Maybe I can show you in a moment. Oh, is it? Did I actually finish it? I don't remember. It's been so long since I made these stickers. Oh, I guess I finished it then. Good for me. I thought for sure that I never finished it though. I'm kind of surprised. I think it's because I had like 2 versions of it. One of them was a little more complicated, and that is the one that I'm thinking of. Jesse tank piece like the one at the park. Oh. I mean, probably at some point. Those types of things usually just depend on how much time I have in the day. Because they take a while. Usually. Any sort of like comics or animation takes a minute. Yeah, I think you have to be a partner to do animated emotes. And to be a partner, you have to like stream 75 hours a week, have a certain number of viewers in a given week. It's a bunch of other stuff. And like that would be neat and everything, but I'm not really out here trying to turn this into a whole job situation that I'm stressed about, you know. I just want to hang out with y'all. We're just here to have a good time. Oof. I'm like readjusting in my chair while also trying to not make it make sound because it's loud and old. Actually, I don't even think this chair is that old. It's just not that great, so it's falling apart. Hanging with the cool kids. The coolest kids. Okay, so this is too close to that hair. We've done it. We did it. was about to say a thing about almost being at the part where I colored this one, but then I've realized that I still have so much more line art to go. It's fine. I'm not complaining. I just thought I was further along. I actually don't mind line art. I know it's like some people's least favorite part, but for me it's usually pretty relaxing. Bring this down a little bit. Oh, Tyvon, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. You could have spent that money anywhere and you spent it here. Huh? Pretty good, pretty good. Okay. The big sea man. The big letter C and nothing else, man. Exactly. Definitely. C for chubby. Maybe. Perhaps. How do suits work? Every time I try to draw a suit, I remember that I actually don't really know how suits go. But that's because I hate wearing suits. So I have very little experience with them. They work by being stuffy and constricting. Exactly. Nice jam. Hello. And thank you. I'm glad that you like it. That line didn't feel super great to draw. I'm sure if I zoom in, it's going to be all wiggly. It's a little bit wiggly. I was gonna ask a thing and I forgot. Oh yeah. Is anyone playing the Pokemon MOBA? If so, I would like to hear your thoughts about it. I tried it yesterday, and it was alright. It's one of those things that's like, I'll play it a little bit, but probably not a ton of times after that. It's pretty okay. If you, oh boy, I don't even know what happened there. If you like MOBAs, I would say to give it a try. To me, it feels closest to Heroes of the Storm than to, say, like League of Legends or something. Just because it has that, like, evolve mechanic when you like, it gives you a choice between skills to level up, like Heroes of the Storm does. It'd just be over there. I mean, you can try it still. I gave it a try expecting to be very, very bad, and did very well my first game. This is too many buttons. They're all too close together. Actually, I'll get rid of this one, but keep that one, and get rid of this one. And then I'll put one more down here. But yeah, I expected to be, like, very, very bad, and was fully prepared to get, like, harassed by my team, because I played too much League of Legends, and everyone there is toxic. But then I did very well my first game, and I was like, I think I'm not fully understanding. I shouldn't be this good at this. So I wasn't sure if it was like the matchmaking or just my general experience with MOBAs. So I played a couple more, and then like the next 2 or 3 games I got carried so hard by my team, and I was like, oh, yep, okay, it was a fluke. I think there is a chat, Silver. I feel like there's a chat, but it's like obscure and not super easy to get to. This is not the right layer. Okay. Preset phrases. That makes a lot more sense. That sounds like a very Nintendo thing to do. It's your first one? That's great. Hooray for trying new things. Let's try this color palette. So we're gonna use this for our, nope, we're gonna use this one for our shadows. And let's see, got like a shape coming down here, kinda. This is very similar to the line art colors. I'm gonna turn it down. Angry Tree Man is coming to vor me on Dark Souls is a sentence that I was not expecting to read today. And I only vaguely know what you're talking about, but I do understand. So best of luck to you. Truffle Shuffle Bay? Maybe. There's potential with that one, I think. It's more of like a reference than an immediate, like, Goonies lawyers are gonna come after me kind of thing. Thank you, Yin Yang. Oh, I thought I had the eraser. I'm gonna try and imply a few more folds here with just the shadows. Because when you do all of your folds with the line art, sometimes it can get a little cluttered looking. Micah, hello! Very overcast, gloomy bay in Washington. I dig the vibes. Midnight Bay is pretty good. Is Sunset Bay a thing? Because I might just do Sunset Bay. because I love drawing some sunsets. It's a Cecil drawing today, Micah. So he's looking very antagonists plotting looking. Ooh and ooh bay. How cursed. Wait, what seems California, New Jersey? You mean Sunset Bay? Yeah, I guess. I don't really have any qualms with that. I just want it to not be an actual real place, is the thing. May Bay. It's fun to say, but also I hate it. I don't want to do more wrinkles. I thought I might. I decided against it. Blush Bay or Naked Bay. Blush Bay is not terrible. I could vibe with Blush Bay. Bare Belly Bay. That one feels too on the nose. And also too many bees. Bovine Bay? Not enough cows. Or I guess I should say I don't want to draw that many cows. Chunky Bay. Sounds kind of sus Bay. Interesting. Chunky Bay feels like a Ben & Jerry's ice cream flavor. Boar Bay. Also not a terrible name, but also I don't want to draw that many boars. Steer Bay, same thing with the cows. Still, that's a very specific name. Sweet Beach is delightful, but I'm trying to come up with a bay name. Something Bay. Sweet Beach could be like one of the beaches at the bay. Bad Beach Bay. Bay of Cute Boys. That also feels too specific. Although I appreciate your consideration for the things I might actually draw. I forgot the whole thing with the shadows that I was doing a second ago. So there's like a line that comes, whoa, like a line that comes here. And it goes like all the way to here. Sometimes this is the easiest way for me to do shadows, is to kind of block in a simple shape and then fill it in and edit it as it would make sense with the planes of the face or whatever. The bay where everyone is at least a 6 or above is also a good name. That one bay. You know, that bay, that place. You know the one. Hotline Bay. Goodness. Goodness gracious. Drake is there. I'm gonna bring this up a little. Have fun in your shower. Bluven Bay? Bluven? Where is the bay? It is like a nondescript West Coast bay that the boys live in. I haven't fully decided if it is like Pacific Northwest vibes or just Northern California vibes in general, or like some nondescript island place. So it is a fictional place for sure, because I can't decide between which of those vibes I want to commit to. Sort of like Beach City from Steven Universe mixed with Arcadia Bay from Life is Strange. Those are the two biggest influence vibes. Is it Arcadia or Arcadia? I want to say it's Arcadia, but now I'm suddenly feeling like I might be wrong. Liberty Bay. Maybe. I kind of wanted it to be named after an animal or something. Just because it feels like it would be easier to make general signs and things. Or in the context of like a stream, it would be easier to make like emotes and stuff. When they're all just like something. Donnie, hello, welcome. Sushi Bay is not bad. But then I'd have to draw like a lot of sushi places or something. Aquatic Bay. Salmon Bay. Salmon could be something. Hibiscus Bay? Like the plant? Poke Bay? Or is that Poke Bay? Like Pokemon Bay? Because if it's the latter, I'm probably going to get a cease and desist. I was gonna say Reggie Fils-Aimé would come out and punch me or something, but then I remembered Reggie retired and it's Bowser now. What's his name? Like John Bowser? Like a Pokeball? I've never even had one of those. I don't even really know what those are. I'm gonna be real honest with you. Doug Bowser, that's what it is. Let's put some up here so that his head isn't just one shape. Crescent Bay is not bad for all their curves. Sushi but in salad form. Interesting. Admittedly, I am not a big sushi eater because I don't really eat seafood that much. Seafood's one of those things that I can eat but only in small quantities. Just because like the taste and the texture are not a thing that I generally want to like deal with for very long periods of time. But that's just me. Nope. Maybe I will swap to the beach theme so you guys can get a little preview of the vibe, I guess. Is that a thing you would want, or do you want to stick with the Windows 95? And leave it as a surprise. I'll leave it to you to decide whether or not you want to be surprised later. Beach theme. Beach, okay. I might have to fix my audio thing again. But Give me 1 second and I will swap to the beach theme. Okay. Oh, actually, let me fix that audio now. Okay. Maybe I won't do that because it doesn't look like it wants to load my background. Or maybe it's not doing it because I'm currently on a thing? Question mark? Let me see. No. I'm using like a different file type for this than I normally would, so maybe that's a thing. Alright, I'm gonna try it and see what happens. Oh, I guess we're here now. Hello, welcome to the beach. I don't know if that actually went when I wanted it to go, or while I was randomly clicking on things, but there we go. It is not a stream without random technical difficulties. So yeah, this is like the general vibe of the place where they live. Thanks guys, I'm glad you like it. Beach Bum Bay. It is fun to say, I will give you that. Alpine Bay? Maybe. I don't hate Alpine Bay. Where did that reference go? There was like a line that went this way. Evergreen Bay? That could be something. Octopus Bay. I do like the idea of Octopus Bay. That feels like it's a place though, somehow. I could also just be thinking of like Monterey Bay. I watch them on Twitch sometimes. It's basically just like an aquarium, but it's kind of neat. Highly recommend if you ever just want something to be on in the background. Shellfish Bay? Maybe. Oh, I'm just realizing that the chat isn't working. Why? I don't know. I'll have to fix it some other time. I think it's maybe too thin or something. It's supposed to be on the left. But I don't know. Sometimes I just want it to be like done for me. Has a duck pond and you can feed the wild ducks. That's adorable. I love that. Oh no. Swordfish Bay? That's pretty cool. I was thinking of Orca Bay for a minute. I decided against it though. Because I was thinking of those like Orca cards that you get for like public transit in like Seattle and stuff. Only because they just seem really cool. I've only ever had to buy one once while I was in town for PAX one time. And it was just like a really cool item to have, I guess. That sounds like a very goofy thing to say. But it was like one of those, like, if I had an inventory, it would be a cool thing to see there. An Orca card, whoa. Metro Bay? I feel like for Metro Bay I would have to draw, like, cities more. And I don't know if I want to do that. I think I still have the card. I usually keep those things. I have like 4 or 5 from Boston. I forget how many times I've gone to PAX East. But I feel like I've saved one from every time that I've been. Even though I mean to throw them away after like the first 1 or 2. Shouldn't you get in the Robot Bay? Evangelion Bay. If it wasn't such a mouthful, I would consider it. If only so that I could sing the theme song in my head every time. This is kind of where the reference runs out, because the person sort of stops at the torso. So I'm just kind of making this part up as I go. Yet another stream staple. I would like to do multiple value passes on this and do like another shadow layer, but I don't think I'm gonna have time. because I still haven't really added any color to this at all. Unfortunate. But oh well. Guy's bay because he lives there. You made a solid point. I think the bay would be older than he is though, so I don't know about that one. Thinking about Evangelion made me think of like Angel Bay. And I was like, isn't that the name of the place that the Power Rangers lived? And then I remembered it's Angel Grove. But still, the fact that I had that thought means that I would not be the only person to have that thought. Lilith Bay. Snooze Bay. Sleepy Bay. Nap Time Bay. Power Nap Bay. Cat Nap Bay. Gordo Bay? Chill Bay. Chill Bay feels too much like Salt Bay, the meme. Daydream Bay. I love all of these suggestions. This is wonderful. Dream Eater Bay sounds spooky. Never realized that's what it's called. Yeah. I don't know why the internet decided to call him Salt Bay, but that is the name that he was given. Moonlight Kingdom? I have no idea. But the idea is to name things that aren't, like, name it a thing that isn't already a thing. So I don't want to call it Moonlight Bay, or whatever, if it's already a thing. I'm sure it's a fine name, a fantastic name. But because it's already a thing, it is not a name that I will choose. Luna Bay. Another name I was really considering was like Thunder Bay, but that's already a place. I just really like the name Thunder Bay as a location. To the point where I was like, I wonder how much it costs to live in Thunder Bay. Just to say that I'm from Thunder Bay. It's such a cool name for a place. Had some cryptic history. Ooh. Mysterious. Oop. Make it like some sort of murder mystery. Like that one visual novel. That starts off as like, let's all go to this mansion and be friends. And then it's like, oh, surprise, it's a murder mystery. I think it's called Password. Crystal Cave Bay. That reminds me too much of Crystal Caverns from Adventure Zone. The Adventure Zone. I've been starting to catch up on their most recent campaign lately. And I dig it so far. I just got done listening to episode 1. Kind of the plot to Clue. I mean, I guess. I never really thought about it before, but yeah, you're right. It's like Clue, but with more romance, I guess. Mystery Incorporated. Who's camping? Oh, The Adventure Zone. The McElroy brothers. They recently started a new campaign that has been interesting so far. They did a thing that Friends at the Table did, where the first few episodes they actually played a different game called The Quiet Year, which is all about like building a city collaboratively. And then they used that as the setting for the campaign, which is pretty cool. It's a way that kind of gets everybody invested in like the lore that they otherwise wouldn't be. If I was to like have a long form session like that with friends, where we all sort of went in with the intention of it being like a long campaign, that would be the way that I would want to do it. Because that way everybody's at least a little bit more interested in the general story, which is pretty cool. I think that's good. Dimension 20. I am not. Is Dimension 20 the one with Abria? What's her name? The one who's on Critical Role now? Is that where she's from? She's been a pretty rad DM on Critical Role so far. Although I didn't watch Campaign 1 and I don't really intend to, so I feel like I'm not as invested in it as I could be. I'm still kind of stuck on like the second episode. Oh, that's the one with that other guy, Brendan something. Yeah, Brendan Mulligan. I've only seen like a short couple like one-shot deal from Dimension 20. Just because I feel like I have too many campaigns that I'm kind of watching and keeping track of, so that's too many things to think about. Too many characters and NPCs to remember. And then I go play the game that I play with my friends and it's like, who's doing what now? Who are you? What was happening? But also, I'm a bad D&D player. I don't take notes very often, because I'm usually drawing while playing. Marshmallow, hello! We are on a beach now. This is my work in progress new theme that's not fully done yet, but I said I would show it, so I'm showing it. I'm gonna miss the computer screen though. Lots of silly Easter eggs in that there computer screen. Newest campaign was like Harry Potter just ended. Like your campaign or one that you were following somewhere? Update my avatar to make it more beachy. Maybe. That's like low on the list of things that I'm gonna do though, is update this boy. Just because animations take forever. I say that after having animated a beach this morning, but still, that was only like 10 frames. And it's just water going back and forth, so all I did was draw squiggly lines. Oops. When you're following, gotcha. That sounds interesting though. Alright, let me actually think about how I'm gonna do this. where I just kind of jump in and do something. Good enough. Do a little bit on this edge here. I don't know if these would be accurate at all, really. I'm pretty sure the answer is that they would not be, but I'm gonna try it. Just kind of see what happens. I don't want to get too carried away with these though. So I'm trying to keep it only on the left side of the image here. Good enough. Okay. So now I'm going to actually have to toss in some color. Let's go actually with like this, and then like a, I want to try and stick to this palette that I'm on right now. Let's go with that. Yeah. Drawing assist to make this easier. I wanted to do like a white chair, and then I remembered his hair is like kind of white, so I'm not going to do a white chair. What? Oh. There we go. Fill that in. There we go. All right. What even was his skin tone? Was it this? I know it was darker, but I don't think it was that. I think it was like ever so slightly darker than Tank, but I don't remember which color on that palette it was. Oh no! Rico! Yes, we are on the beach. We are using the beach palette now. I'm going to use this very pale color instead and see what happens. And then if this isn't quite right, I can just fill this whole thing later. And replace it with a new color. Oh, it's already 10:30. Kind of glad I did all the values beforehand now. I don't know why, but I feel like doing the, at least the shadows before I do any of the color stuff kind of feels like it makes it go a little bit faster. Was out for a bit and came back and everything was different. Oh yeah. I should have warned you, maybe, I guess? I don't know. I wasn't exactly planning on putting up the new beach theme just yet. But it's here now. I gotta figure out why the chat thing isn't working though. I think it's because it's too thin. Like it wants it to be a certain width in order for it to render the text lines or something. Which is kind of a pain, because that means I have to move some stuff. Happily surprised. Well, I'm glad that you like it. Did I do the other? I did. Okay. Oh. I guess you guys will be able to see when my iPad does that now. It just kind of darkens sometimes. Clipping mask. Clipping mask. Clipping mask. And I'm gonna use... I think I have to use black for Cecil. Red. Red. I don't think we did get a name yet. At the very least, I haven't fully committed to a name. Whoops, I'm going to blur this a little bit less. Family heir that owns the bay. Maybe. Cecil is rich, which is part of the reason that the boys don't like him. He's rich and he's good at too many things. Jokes abound as a result. Let's go here. Bay by the beach. I mean, you're not wrong. That is certainly an accurate name, I guess. One of them technically correct situations. Googled an article how to come up with fictional location names. Okay. Are there any tips for locations? I'm very curious now. One of them was to keep it simple. Well, yeah, you're right. I decided I do want this to be darker. Might be too dark though, actually. Oh wait, what if I just do this? That's better. Make it pronounceable, consider terrain, use real world examples. All of these are, I guess, good tips. I suppose. I'm gonna make his shirt the same color as his eyes, but lighter. A little bit lighter. Good enough. Is this drawing in a photo family album? No, I don't think it would be. I kind of just wanted to draw this pose. Arcadia Bay. Yeah. Think like Arcadia Bay plus Beach City from Steven Universe, and that's the general vibe I want. For these boys to live in. Wait, what's the question mark for? I'm confused. Almost forgot about his sleeves. So now the question is, do I want to give him like a dark gray black suit, or do I want to give him a goofy color instead? Sleepy Bay, Proud Bay. I'm gonna give him, I'm gonna start with this and probably go lighter. So I'm gonna fill in a section. Turn it down a little. That seems pretty good. Oop. Well, I guess either way it looks fine. Sticky Bay? Quadratum Bay? Like the quadratic equation, but like a bay version? I don't know about that one. What if I made his pants a different color from his jacket so that it's not all the same color? That's the thing I could do. Summer Bay, Brown Bay. I don't know. I don't know. The vibe doesn't feel quite right for those. White or light colored supports wealth or class. Yeah, kind of. It depends on the context, I think. Oops, I didn't close the shape like I thought I did. depends on the... Yeah, I'm going to make his pants a different color. They're going to be slightly darker. Depends on the context, I think. Like if it's in the summertime and they're wearing white, then they probably seem a little wealthier because they have the ability to follow that arbitrary, like, white after Labor Day rule or whatever it's called, however that goes. Very slightly darker, but notably darker. But yeah, usually like in media, if it's like you go and find a character on a yacht or something, they'll have like a white suit. But a lot of that has to do with like, where's my, here we go, this color. A lot of that has to do with like the character and their like complexion and stuff, or if they have any like notable features that they want to have standing out, like that the director wants to have standing out or whatever. If that makes sense. I don't know if that actually makes sense. Okay, so I'll turn this back on. Set this to multiply, I guess. Turn this back on, set this to, put that on color dodge, I guess. Yeah. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I'm not sure what I'm forgetting. And I'm sure it's going to come to me later, and then I'll be like, I should have done that thing. But it has not done that now, so I'm moving on. Ryan, hello. Yes, we have hands now. No longer is it a disembodied something. Floating hand. We're not Master Hand anymore. R.I.P. the Smash Bros. Dream. Set this to color burn, I think. I'm good, Ryan. How are you? Chair details? No. I could do that, but I won't. I do need to actually untether these from that, though, so that you can see the shadow in the background. Part of me wants this to be darker, but also part of me doesn't, so it's fine, whatever. I'm gonna group all these together, though. Group. Gotta work tomorrow. Same, and I totally understand the feeling. It is the worst. I think I have one. Yeah, this might work. Ooh. I'm really feeling it, as the kids say. I'm gonna set this to... Is lighter color the one that doesn't do anything? One of these blending modes doesn't really do anything, depending on what the gradient map looks like. I think that that's probably fine. And that's probably where I'm going to stop it, because your boy is hungry. And this feels like one of those, I could do more, but I feel like if I keep going, I'll ruin it kind of things. So I'm going to stop while the stopping is good. I'm going to put my name like right here. The chair and the line are not completely lined up, which I have just now realized, but I'm moving on. Olabe? I don't know. Maybe. That one, maybe. That's fine. And then we're gonna flatten this thing. Grab this brush. All the way into this little corner. I forgot to turn off that background. And there we go, a sinister boy. Food, wine. I don't know. I haven't really thought that much about his likes and dislikes and that sort of thing. It could be something. I'm gonna turn on this replay now that we're done so you can see how far we've come while I see if there's anyone that I know who is currently streaming. Oh, I thought my one friend was streaming, but I guess he is done. Well, I don't really know anybody that well who's currently streaming. And I always feel bad about trying to rate a streamer that I don't know that well when I'm about to, like, leave. You know what I mean? I've mentioned this before on stream, but it really is how I feel, where it's like if I'm rating, I want to stick around and watch the person I'm rating. Because otherwise it's like I just showed up to a house party with like 12 people in a van and then dropped all of them off and left your house. So it always feels kind of strange to me. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It just kind of, I don't know, feels weird for me, maybe. Oh, wait. Okay. So the chat is broken still. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix it while people are in here. Can I make it smaller? I can make it smaller. Let's make it like 16. Does that fix it? Don't even answer the how do you... Yeah, that works sometimes. I feel like it has to be for like a larger streamer though, where they have a lot of stuff going on in the chat or something. But yeah, I don't know. It always just kind of gives me a weird vibe to just be like, alright, see ya, and then leave. So maybe it's just me, but I don't know. But yeah, so hopefully I will be back again on Wednesday. That would be my usual day to stream. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'll try and probably work on some more with this beach vibe that we got going on. Maybe I'll actually come up with a name for this bay and settle on it. And I'll probably have to do some like new emotes as well at some point. I might keep the heart eyes one with Tank, but I might have to do some other more beach-themed things, like some angry crabs and some seagulls or something. But maybe I will, if I'm not having a ton of things going on this weekend, maybe I'll do like a little bonus stream where I just make all of the stream related things on a stream. That might be something fun. Who can say? I'm rambling again. I'm gonna end the stream now. As always, if you want to see this final boy and more boys like him, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at the same name as here. Like I said, it should be back on Wednesday, probably. So if that is the case, I will see you then. And until then, I hope you all have a wonderful week. I hope your Monday went well, and I hope the rest of the week is pleasant and chill and delightful for all of you. And until I see ya, you know, stay chill, stay cool, stay nice, be happy, have fun, enjoy your life, all those good things. But yeah, okay, I'm rambling again. Good night, everybody.